Clothru is a captivating and significant figure in Irish mythology, often considered a goddess or a powerful female character. While her story is not as widely known as some of the more famous figures in the Irish pantheon, her role is crucial in the mythology of sovereignty, power, and the mystical realms. Clothru's myth is most famously recounted in the Lebor Gabála Érenn, Book of the Invasions, a text that documents the invasions of Ireland and the settling of the land by divine beings. In these tales, Clothru plays an essential role in the assertion of sovereignty, a theme that runs throughout much of Celtic mythology. Clothru is often associated with the concept of sovereignty, which was a powerful and essential symbol in ancient Celtic cultures. Sovereignty was frequently represented by a goddess, and the union between a king and a goddess of sovereignty was thought to ensure the prosperity and fertility of the land. In some myths, Clothru is portrayed as a figure whose relationship with a king symbolizes the fertility and health of the kingdom. Her marriage or union with a ruler would thus be a divine act that ensured good harvests, fertile lands, and the overall well-being of the people. In this way, Clothru embodies both the power of the land and the royal authority, making her central to the themes of kingship and divine right. Clothru's wisdom and mystical qualities are another prominent aspect of her character. In some versions of her myth, she is not only a goddess of sovereignty and fertility but also a wise woman with knowledge of the supernatural. This link to the mystical world places Clothru in a unique position as a goddess who bridges the human realm and the other world. In Celtic thought, the line between the natural and supernatural realms was often blurred, and figures like Clothru represented the interconnectedness between the two. Her wisdom, sought after by rulers and heroes, highlights the Celtic belief in the importance of divine guidance in governance and decision-making. Clothru's connection to sovereignty also reflects the belief in the divine feminine as a force of balance and transformation. In many Celtic myths, female deities embody both creative and destructive powers. Clothru is no exception, as her role in sovereignty represents both the nurturing of the land and the protection of the kingdom, as well as the destructive power that can arise when the balance of the natural order is disturbed. Her power is not simply one of growth and abundance. She also has the capacity to bring about change, and sometimes destruction, should the need arise. This duality is a recurring theme in Celtic mythology, where gods and goddesses represent both creation and destruction, embodying the ever-changing cycles of nature. Clothru's role in rituals and ceremonies associated with kingship also reflects her deep connection to the land and the people. In ancient Celtic culture, rituals were performed to honor the gods and ensure the prosperity of the land. These ceremonies, which often involved the symbolic marriage between the ruler and the goddess, were meant to maintain harmony between the divine and human realms. Clothru's presence in these rituals underscores her importance in sustaining the balance between nature and society. As a goddess of sovereignty, she was an integral part of the sacred practices that connected the people to their divine protectors. Another key element of Clothru's character is her link to the cycles of nature. In Celtic mythology, many gods and goddesses are tied to the earth's cycles of growth, death, and rebirth. Clothru's role in the myths suggests that she was not only a goddess of fertility, but also a figure deeply connected to the rhythms of the natural world. The fertility of the land, the health of crops, and the prosperity of the people were all seen as manifestations of the goddess's favor. Clothru's influence extended beyond human affairs and into the realm of nature, ensuring that the land would thrive and continue to provide for its inhabitants. Clothru's story is also one of transformation. As a goddess of both sovereignty and wisdom, she represents the evolving relationship between rulers and the land. Her character embodies the dynamic nature of power, the constant need for change and adaptation in both the human and divine realms. While her role as a goddess of kingship is vital, it also underscores the need for balance and renewal in all aspects of life. This transformation reflects the broader Celtic understanding of life as an ongoing cycle, where death and rebirth are intertwined, and where the divine and human worlds are in a constant state of flux. Despite her relatively lesser-known status in Irish mythology, Clothru's character remains a powerful symbol of sovereignty, wisdom, and the interconnectedness between the divine and the natural world. Her role as a goddess of fertility and kingship highlights the importance of the relationship between rulers and the land, and her wisdom serves as a reminder of the value of divine guidance in times of change. Clothru's presence in the mythology reflects the Celtic belief that the land, the people, and the gods are inextricably linked, and that the health and prosperity of one are dependent on the balance and harmony of all. In conclusion, Clothru is a fascinating figure in Irish mythology whose role in sovereignty, wisdom, and the natural world underscores her importance in the Celtic worldview. Her character represents the dynamic relationship between the ruler and the land, as well as the balance between creation and destruction that governs both the physical and mystical realms. Though her story is not as well known as some other figures in Irish mythology, Clothru's influence is undeniably significant, and her mythological legacy continues to offer valuable insights into the ancient Celtic understanding of power, nature, and the divine.